Hey there, River of Life family. I'm a little late today, so I apologize for my tardiness. I just wanted to share a few things with you today in regards to grief. Um, Yesterday was the 2-year anniversary of my mom's sudden passing, and my mom and I were very close. And one of the biggest things that I realized over the last 2 years is how to handle grief, how to um, go to God with that grief. And through that, I've learned to really allow God to take control of my grief and through a lot of that, because I can really believe that there was about a 2 month period or so where I was depressed. I had a hard time dealing with the grief, and every one of us experiences grief in different ways. We learn how to um, sometimes move on. Sometimes we need to talk to people about it. Sometimes we take it all inside and not talk to anybody about it and try to internalize it. And I'm not here today to say one thing is better than the other, but I do know the one thing that is better, and that's taking it to God. Um, Pastor Dave has been talking a lot recently about trusting God with different things in our life, right? When it comes to anxiety, when it comes to struggles, when it comes to all sorts of things, God can handle that. He can take your burdens, and grief is a burden that He can take. One of the things that I did was right after my mom had passed, I was invited to the grief share with River of Life. And um, it really allowed me to understand that what I was going through wasn't wasn't unique. The way that I was handling it might have been. However, that feeling of loss, that feeling of you can't pick up the phone and reach that person anymore, all of these different things that I was feeling, others have felt too, and others were going through it as well. And so, number one, you need to take your grief to God. You need to have a serious discussion with God and share with Him your feelings. He knows. He knows what you're going through, but He's here to help you with that. He's here to take that from you and allow you to experience life. And so that's the first step. The second step would be take your grief to your small group. Take your grief to Grief Share. If you're interested in the Grief Share group, I think they started back up in January. They meet at River of Life on Thursdays at 6:30. If you go to the River of Life website, rolmn.org, you can actually look up more about Grief Share and sign up for it on there. But those are some of the things that I did in order to get past that. Now, does that mean that I don't have sad days? No. Does that mean that there's days that I don't miss my mom? No. All of those things are still very normal. And I look forward to the day that I see mom in glory. I look forward to that time where we can experience memories and things like that. But while I'm here on earth, those memories are still true today. And I've learned how to how to live my life as my mom would want me to live it, but still dealing with the grief. And so today's message was just more about how do you handle grief? Do you take it to God? Do you take it to other people that you can talk to about it? I encourage you to explore that if you're dealing with grief in your life today. Um, we've talked about how the world is totally different today, and there's lots of grief with disease and with sicknesses and people passing. So I challenge you, if you're dealing with the grief, explore those things. That's what I did, and it worked for me. And so today is more about a testimony of how I handled the grief from 2 years ago and how it's affected my life today. So just pass that message on and hope that this helped you today. So have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you next month. Thanks.